So, hello, Amelia Kerr, and hello to all the audience who are watching this show. So, it is indeed our pleasure to have New Zealand's one of the best all rounders, Amelia Kerr, with all of us. I would like to thank Amazon Prime for giving us this opportunity to host Amelia Kerr on this show. So, my name is Juili, and I have been associated with female cricket. So, female cricket basically covers women's cricket across the world and has been doing it for the last more than 5 years. So, Amelia, again, welcome you to this show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, Amelia, first of all, congratulations to you because I read one of your articles in Newsroom where you discussed about your journey, how you overcame the mental health issues that you were struggling with for the last 18 months. So, first of all, many congratulations to you for overcoming this and, of course, resuming your cricket.
Thank you very much.
All right. So you made your debut at the age of 16. So just after your 16th birthday, in a month's time, you made your debut for New Zealand. And in a year's time, that is when you were 17 years and 243 days old, you scored that blistering 232 runs of 145 balls against Ireland. So can you tell us about that innings?
Yeah, looking back on it now, it feels like a long time ago, but back then I got the opportunity to open the batting in that game, and I always wanted to be a genuine all-rounder, so I just wanted to make the most of that opportunity, and I had some really good partnerships with Amy Satterthwaite and Lee Kasparek out there. But yeah, I think it's just, you can't really explain it, but it's just one of those days where everything seems to go your way, and when I look back, I think I was just very clear. It was see ball, hit ball, but yeah, it was a special day, and I'm sure once I'm older and retired, it will be something I look back on a bit more.
Absolutely. So it was indeed a treat for us to watch that innings of yours. And of course, it was your first 100 in international cricket, and you made the biggest one, and it is a world record now. All right. So, not many know, I think, that you come from a family of cricketers. Your maternal grandfather, former New Zealand Test batsman, then your parents played for Wellington, and now you and your elder sister, Jess Kerr, also playing for New Zealand. So, how is the cricketing culture at home?
Yeah, I'm very lucky with the family I have, and Christmas Day has always been competitive in the backyard with all the cousins playing cricket. But yeah, my parents have been a massive support, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And yeah, it's awesome to play alongside my sister Jess. It's awesome to see her do so well with her cricket, and yeah, it's nice traveling around the world with your sister. Then you have a bit of home with you as well. But yeah, lot of cricket in my family and my extended family. So I think I was born into it a little bit.
Okay. So, I read somewhere that your father, he inspired you to take up leg spin. So, can you tell us more about that story?
Um, yeah, when I was younger, I tried to bowl pace, and I wasn't very good at it. I think I'd bowl full tosses and hit people in the head. So I wasn't going to get anywhere with that. And one day I was just mucking around with my dad, and thought, oh, I'll just try bowl off spin or bowl leg spin. And then he said to me the leg spin was quite natural. Um, and ever since that day, I've started bowling leg spin. And he got me into a coach in Wellington, Ivan Tessera, when I was about 10 years old, and I've worked with him till this day. So we have a special relationship, and yeah, it's something that came naturally, but I definitely need a lot of help, as leg spin is a hard skill. But I've had an awesome support network, yeah, and even to this day, and I'm still learning and still trying to improve my craft.
Wonderful. Also, I remember in the same match where you scored 232, you picked up a 5 wicket haul. So, in many cultures, 13 is considered to be a unlucky number, if I may say so. But Amelia Kerr, born on 13th of October, and Amelia Kerr scoring 232 and picking up 5 wickets in the same match on 13th of June. So, can you tell us more about that day? Now with the ball, of course.
Yes, after the batting innings, I was pretty tired. I actually had a sleep in between innings, and I thought I was just going to stand at first slip all day and not have to run around too much. And Susie Bates was captain at the time, and she told me to warm up, which was surprising. And yeah, I guess when it's your day, and things just fall into place. And obviously, with the White Ferns, I'm surrounded by a lot of incredible cricketers. So I was backed up in the field, and the pressure that was built at the other ends. So yeah, it was one of those days that I don't think I'll ever be able to repeat a performance like that.
We hope that you definitely get a chance to repeat that performance, only on one condition, that it doesn't happen against India. So let us hope that you are able to break your own record going ahead. All right. So, Amelia, it has been incredible that you have had the courage and the grit to talk about your mental health issue way back in 18 months back, we can say. So, can you tell us about the role of Maddie Green, Sophie Devine, and of course your PDM, Personal Development Manager, uh, Elwich, Leslie Elwich, and of course the role of your family and how they have helped you over the 18 months?
Yes, firstly, I'll start with Maddie. It was probably just before we went to Australia for that tour last year, and Maddie has been a go-to person for me to talk about my mental health. And we've spent a lot of time together playing for the Brisbane Heat, the Wellington Blaze, and the White Ferns. So she's someone I trust, and she's a bit like an older sister as well to me. And yeah, during that tour and in the hub, that's where I really struggled over there. And Maddie was a huge support, and I was grateful to have her. And when we had to come home and do MIQ, I was with her again. So she's a very calm person, and I think that was important, having that calming influence and someone that would listen without judgment. So very grateful for Maddie and the support and the ongoing support she is giving me with my mental health. Leslie, who works for the New Zealand Players Association, she's an incredible human being, and with a heart of gold. And she is someone with her job title that it's someone, if you feel comfortable to, you go to for help, and she's someone I trust. And yeah, I think what she did for me was amazing, getting me in to see a psychologist and keeping my trust in when I didn't want to tell many people. So Leslie's definitely someone that would just listen and keep on checking in on me as well, and always put a plan in place for me when I probably didn't feel like I wanted to have a plan. So yeah, very grateful again. And Sophie, we all know, has taken a break from cricket for her mental health. So it's been important having her and having someone that you can relate to about missing tours, and just knowing that it's okay, as she has done it before and come back. So I think what she did is pretty inspiring, especially as captain of the White Ferns, and it took her a lot of courage. And yeah, my family, I'm very close with them, and ironically, you want to protect your family, and that's why at first I couldn't speak to them, but in the end, they are the people I needed the most. So I'm so glad they stepped in when I needed them to. And yeah, I wouldn't be where I am today without my family. They would do anything for me and my sister, and a lot of people too. They're very giving. So I'm just grateful for my family and the love and support they've shown. And I think people with kids know that if as parents, all you want to do is see your kids happy. So I think with time that can happen, and with this, you need support to get through some pretty tough battles in life. And yeah, it's tough to do it alone. So I'm so grateful that I had quality people surrounding me and in my corner throughout a pretty tough period.
Absolutely. So it is again amazing to see you back in the thick of things. And as you had said in one of your interviews, that cricket is your happy place. And we are all happy to have you back in your happy place, Amelia. Wonderful. All right, so now 2022 is going to be an action-packed year. First of all, with India touring New Zealand, and then New Zealand will be hosting the World Cup, and followed by Commonwealth Games in 2022, of course, in the month of July. So, how are your preparations for the next year?
Yeah, it's a huge year coming up. Very very excited for it. I love playing in New Zealand as well, and playing against India. They're a quality side and they're good fun off the field too. So looking forward to having them at our home and playing some competitive cricket. And I just think it's some of the best preparation we can get leading into a World Cup. Playing a team that's just quality all round in terms of the different types of players they have. So it's great preparation, and then a home World Cup. It doesn't come around often, so very excited for that. And yeah, the last World Cup that was played in New Zealand was in 2000, which is the year I was born. So it was a long time ago, and it sometimes doesn't come around in people's careers. So very fortunate to have this opportunity to show the world our home and our culture, and to hopefully play some really good cricket as well, and inspire people to get involved in the game, and to see cricket being put into the Commonwealth Games as well. It's exciting, and the women's game just keeps going from strength to strength. So yeah, if you're a young kid and you're looking to get involved in a sport, it looks like women's cricket is the way to go, because the game is growing so much, and it's awesome to see the support of the women's game.
Absolutely. So there is no doubt that women's cricket is going from strength to strength, as you rightly mentioned, Amelia. So now with women's cricket, of course, alongside men's cricket being televised or broadcast on Amazon Prime. So how excited are you? Because New Zealand Cricket and Amazon Prime have got into a partnership, and for the next 6 years, they will be broadcasting the New Zealand women's and men's cricket matches on Amazon Prime. So how excited are you, and how do you think will fans respond to this?
Yeah, it's amazing to have this partnership with Amazon Prime. It's a huge company, and to have it's just going to help the game grow globally, grow the game in India, grow the game in New Zealand. So it's very exciting, and I think it's just also the game's just growing with technology now, and that you can watch it anywhere with the live streaming. So it's pretty special, and I think it's going to be great for the game. And just giving us, I guess, yeah, just growing the game. It's going to be huge, and more people being aware of players out there in women's cricket and men's cricket as well.
New Zealand cricket has definitely made the world proud, not only the men cricketers, but also the women cricketers who have been doing well. Like we have like players like you, Sophie Devine, Susie Bates, playing across global leagues like Women's Big Bash League. And hopefully with Women's IPL coming soon, we hope to see you again in India. All right, so one final question to you, Amelia. Now that Amazon Prime is associated with New Zealand cricket, according to you, which is your favorite TV series or a sports documentary on Amazon Prime?
Well, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I actually don't know, but I might have to download it now, and I'm sure it's going to be the cricket when it's being played.
All right, so I can give you a quick suggestion. So they have the test, like for the Australian cricket that Amazon Prime have
Yes.
done. So maybe the first thing you can do is watch that once you download it.
Yes, I actually I have seen the test.
Oh,
I have watched it. I don't have an account anymore, but yes,
okay.
I watched the test, and it was amazing. It's awesome to have
Mhm.
cameras in the changing room and to get a sense of different teams' cultures. So I definitely did enjoy that show.
Great. So any plans that maybe New Zealand women's cricket team can have cameras in the dressing room so that Amazon Prime can create a web series on them?
I, I'm sure that in the future that's the way it's going to go, especially with more teams doing it now. And the White Ferns have a very special team culture, and I think you want full trust in your team and all of that first, and for cricket to be the number one priority. But yeah, I think it's exciting what what can be done in the power of social media. So it's inspiring when I get to watch other sports teams and how they go about things. So I'm sure if there's a bit of inside knowledge, one day it'd be awesome to have a documentary about the White Ferns and Black Caps.
Let us hope that the white ferns are captured by Amazon Prime soon and in the years to come, of course. All right, Amelia, so it was wonderful talking to you, and we wish you all the very best in all your upcoming endeavors, and may you do wonders as you have been doing for the last 4 years for New Zealand, and all the very best to you. And I take this opportunity to thank Amazon Prime for giving me, Juili Ballal from Female Cricket, the opportunity to talk to New Zealand's one of the best all-rounders, Amelia Kerr. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.